Hey there guys, what's up? Ragtter here, welcoming you back to Ladder Anxiety, and it's been a long time, I know. We've been on like a month-long hiatus, and I'm sorry about that. But anyway, we're doing some random battles tonight, because I want to catch you guys up on what's been going on, why we've been missing uploads, and generally what we have to look forward to in the near future with the channel. So first of all, what has been going on? Well, we finished the Pokemon Platinum Soulslock, which I am outstandingly excited about. I wanted to say ecstatic, ended up with outstanding. You know, go me, doing my job. But I'm so pleased by that. It was getting to the point during the creation process where I was like, I'm not going to be able to do this. I'm taking on way too much for my size, and then when I was doing it, I was like, I'm gonna lose. I'm losing Pokemon left, right, and center like it's my job. But in the end, it worked out. It ended up being a lot of fun. We got to the champion, and if you haven't seen the end of the series, whether we win or lose at the champion, I won't spoil it for you, but you can go check that out. And it was pretty gosh darn amazing just to be able to finally put a wrap on that series and say that's something that I finished. So around the time that that series was wrapping up, things were starting to get a little complicated in real life. And I won't go into detail too much. It's not something that I can really share just because it involves like a lot of my real life family, a lot of my real life friends, and you know, it's kind of their business and mine at the same time. I don't want to, you know, hurt anybody by putting information out there that is a little sensitive, but it's nothing big, it's just a lot of little things put together, but it's kept me away from my computer when I normally tend to record. Or it's kept me up late enough to where I don't feel like recording, essentially. So we're going to start that timer because I'm trying to do a show here, but it's not a big deal. I will be okay. Listen, I can survive Showdown with friends with chat. I can survive this, alright? Not that there's anything to survive, I'm just using hyperbole. It's just funny, because prior to the month of June, we were on, like, the biggest roll with an upload a day. It was so good. And then things kind of got a little rocky there, but, you know, that happens. Not every YouTuber can stick to their schedule all the time, every day. It just doesn't work out that way. There's way too much in the way of, I don't want to say RNG nonsense, because that sounds more like we're playing Pokemon or Hearthstone, but sometimes there are days when YouTube and real life just don't feel like cooperating, and it does often feel like the roll of a dice decides whether or not it does. But it's okay. You take the punches and you roll with them. So I've had a lot of IRL stuff, basically, that's kept me away from the computer, and again, it's not a big deal. It's nothing any of you have to lose sleep over, but it is something that's kept me away from the computer, and I apologize for that. You know, you guys, I know that there are some of you out there who really look forward to these videos, and I should be a bit more consistent and reliable with how I do things, but, you know, I'm still learning in a lot of ways how to be a good YouTuber, but at the end of the day, I am still having fun, and this channel isn't going anywhere. We're still rocking it. Oh, you trickster, you. That stinks. Aside from Sucker Punch, I can't hit this thing with my Spinda, who is now useless. But anyway. Oh, well played, sir. Well played. So, yeah, I've been kept away from the computer. I haven't been able to get the videos up that I've wanted to, but I have been thinking about what I want our next LP to be. I've been giving it a lot of thought, and I think I have the lock that I've picked out. I think. I don't want to spoil anything yet. I don't want to give anything away, but I think it's very uniquely me. I don't think there's ever been another lock like it before, and I think it'll be a lot of fun. But, can we take it? Wow, Spinda. Outstanding. 42%. Look at you. Bo, hey! Look at that. We got our contrary boost. Ain't that neat? So, come on. Yes! Sit down, Caracosta. I keep getting off track because of the game. It's half tempted why I didn't want to do this, but hey, I'm having fun, so whatever. Anyways, so I have the lock, I think, picked out. I'm writing down the rules in my notebook, and I'm thinking, like, is this going to be fun to watch? Is this going to be something people want to do? And I think so. I think we're in a pretty good spot right now. Not only that, but I've been trying to experiment with new content. So in my off days, I used to upload well, I say used to upload. It's only been like 2 months. But I would upload games like Would You Press the Button or Would You Rather, and those went over pretty well. That got some conversation going in the comments, and I liked that a lot. I was very, very pleased by that. It made me feel very engaged. So I recently did a Yu-Gi-Oh video, and within like an hour, people were commenting like, oh my god, that was my childhood too. And it's made me pretty confident that I can be like, alright, let's do more. Not just Yu-Gi-Oh! And not just question and answer games. Let's do more fun stuff. Let's do more that isn't Pokemon, while finding a balance with the Pokemon. I think that's a good idea, and I think we are capable of doing it. I hope we're capable of doing it. Striking a balance between the content that people have subbed for, and then the content that keeps them around can be pretty difficult, but I'm honestly excited. And I'm rambling a bit, I'm aware, just because I'm splitting my focus. I could have easily made this a vlog, but then it wouldn't be ladder anxiety. Which brings me to my next point. I think with this 40th episode of Ladder Anxiety, we're going to bring Season 1 to a close, and I'm going to start a new Season 2. And Season 2 is going to be the way I wanted to do the show all along. Because like I mentioned in another episode, when I did the first few episodes of Ladder Anxiety, I made up a character to go along with them, and the character was not my favorite thing to do. So I would kind of like to say goodbye to that chapter of Ladder Anxiety formally, and it would be pretty cool to have like a good starting point for people that are maybe coming to the channel and want my newest, freshest content. Fresh. Like I'm from Splatoon. I think that's pretty reasonable, you know? Maybe I don't have to number it the same way. Like, maybe if I do Season 2, Episode 1, it'll feel more natural, or maybe it'll feel less natural. Maybe people will hate that. But, hey, what are you gonna do? The only thing we can do is try and fail. Or succeed. Maybe we could succeed. But we won't know till we get there. So I'm pretty excited about this show. I like this show a lot. I like sitting down to do it. And I think the more I think about it, the more I'm realizing a Season 2 is definitely welcome. Because Season 1 is a hot mess. It's just full of me trying to find my feet with the show. Find my feet. Find my way. Get my feet wet. I think I combined two metaphors there. Anyway, sorry about that. Yeah, it's just full of me trying to find my way with the show and, you know, get a voice with solo Pokemon commentary done live. And it took 40 episodes, but I think I'm pretty comfortable with it. I'm not comfortable splitting my attention between update and battling, but hey, you know, I'll acquire that skill too. But I'm excited to move forward with that show. The other thing too is I've noticed a trend with some of the uploads lately, and I've kind of been paying attention to what's been doing well and what hasn't, and I've noticed a severe drop-off of interest with booster pack openings. Like, the hype with a new set, usually pretty up there, but then, you know, gets down to it, and people lose their interest, and that's okay. You're allowed to not be interested in what I'm presently uploading. That's perfectly okay. It just tells me what I have to do, and I think what I am going to do going forward is I'll just wait until there's a new expansion, and then we'll open a bunch of those boosters together. And I think that'll give me more time to just focus in general on playing Pokemon TCG, which a lot of you guys really do like. You get into the game, you have told me, because I show it off. And, you know, I love that. I love that I can expand people's horizons and bring them to a new game they might not have played before. I think that's awesome. I think that's the coolest thing in the world. But I also don't take advantage of it enough. I don't play enough of the card game itself because I'm too busy trying to collect boosters to open, because previously, those were some of the best performing videos on the channel. And they just aren't anymore, you know? The audience that liked them has moved on, and maybe not even moved on, they just don't like those anymore. And that's okay. A lot of YouTubers will talk about this thing, well, maybe not a lot, but, you know, there are some out there that are like, oh, I can't believe my fans don't like my content anymore, it's all their fault. And yeah, that's not true. It's my fault. You know, I worked the horse too hard, you know, I didn't do enough interesting stuff with it. And that's okay. I'm learning. I can't believe I'm having to say this, but I have seen big YouTubers have big meltdowns because it's like, this series that I worked so hard on isn't doing well anymore. It must be the fans. They're the worst. That's not it at all. It's just because they move on. You know, it's nobody's fault. Except your own as an entertainer for failing to entertain. So, I think we'll just focus on fun TCG stuff. It doesn't always even have to be competitive. There's a lot you can do with, like, the trainer challenge that's pretty awesome. I used to have, like, it wasn't a guide per se. Excuse me. But we did do each individual trainer from the trainer challenge, and that was pretty fun, actually. I probably won't bring that back, because it wasn't, like, the most inspired series. It was literally just a let's play of a card game. And, again, me finding my feet, it wasn't great. But there are ideas we can take from it that are pretty cool. So, I don't know. One thing that I would like to do is I would like to get my schedule back on consistency when I start my new LP. And the ideal schedule that I have is Monday, Wednesday, Friday are LPs. Tuesday and Thursday are non-Pokemon related content of any kind. And then Saturday and Sunday are either Ladder Anxiety or Showdown with Friends. And Ladder Anxiety, I've decided, can involve games that aren't Pokemon too, because that Hearthstone video that I made, that did stupidly popular. I don't understand. Did someone share that? Did it get around? I don't understand why it did so well. But it did. And it tells me that maybe there's room to grow with that. Maybe. Or maybe there's not. Maybe I'll make a big mistake. But you know, that is what YouTube is. It's making mistakes and learning and failing. And I can't tell if I've made one consistent point throughout this entire thing. But you know, we're going to keep going with it. We're rocking it. So, Ladder Anxiety. Gonna be sticking around. New LP is coming. TCG openings, gonna be a lot less frequent, I'll put it that way. But that should open up more room for TCG in general, which is cool. Now, as for non-Pokemon related content, stuff that could go on Tuesday and Thursdays, I was planning, and I was very excited, and you guys gave a lot of good feedback on a Dark Souls LP. And the problem is that Dark Souls is a bad PC port. Like a really bad PC port. And it runs at a locked 30 FPS. So it doesn't look the best when I record it. I tried running a mod called DSFix, and the idea behind DSFix is that it makes Dark Souls run at 60 frames per second. It boosts everything to 1080p. I'm going to say GG real quick. It makes it look very like a not bad PC port. But I ran into a glitch where one of the bosses died, and in its death animation I got like 1 frame per second. It was terrible. So I don't know, maybe that was just a fluke. Maybe I did something wrong. But either way, it didn't seem too likely at the current time that was going to work out. So I might try to make it work. I might upload like a pilot episode just to see how it looks. But I might have to upgrade my old graphics card. And I say old quite literally. I got this thing probably a good 4 years ago. And it was kind of cheap back then, so you know, but that'll come. That'll come eventually. I'm very excited to do it. It's just I need the capability of doing it. So Dark Souls will come eventually. I want to play more random little games that I find, like that Yu-Gi-Oh game, and that could be a pretty fun regular thing to bring back, actually. But I want to try Magic the Gathering, and if I could get the setup, real life Magic the Gathering with my friends, oh my god, that could be so much fun. I want to try... There are Mega Man games that I would love to bring on the channel, because Mighty Number 9 just came out and failed, if you weren't aware. Oh, that is a Zoroark. I see through you, friend. I kind of want to explode. Should I explode? I shouldn't explode. I'll go into my Zoroark. Haha! Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, but no, I'm exposed. So, I got a Focus Blast. Nice. Let's get him. Where was I before I got distracted by Zoroark? Oh, right. Non-Pokemon related content. So, I want to try, because like I was saying, Mighty Number 9 just came out, and I'd like to show you guys some real Mega Man games. They aren't too long, and I might not do like whole series on them, but it could be a fun little thing to like do post-com over and be like, this level design is particularly great because blankety blank blank, and this boss is fun because it does blank 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 right. Like, I love game design, and Mega Man games are some of the earliest and finest examples of game design done right. I also would like to play a Zelda game, because Zelda was my childhood growing up. I've even got this big 25th anniversary little fabric poster. It's a poster made of woven fabric, which is really cool. And it hangs up on my wall, and I love it. But a Zelda game would be super fun. I can't decide which one. There are so many, and they're all relatively long. So it'll be an adventure and a half, I'll tell you what. Although maybe now as an adult, maybe some of the ones from when I was a kid wouldn't be so bad, but hey. So a Zelda game, Mega Man, and oh, there was something else I wanted to bring in too. You know, I had the idea, and I probably won't do it, but I used to watch a lot of like Minecraft builds, and I used to do Minecraft builds all the time myself, and make like big castles and elaborate libraries and all the sort. I loved that, and I had the brief idea of doing that, but Minecraft attracts a very not okay YouTube audience to your channel, so probably gonna hold off on that, if you catch my drift. And you know, there are worse things. It was an idea I tossed around. I would also, by the way, like to... I want to put it out there as something I was thinking of doing, but it's not something that's likely to happen. I was considering running 2 LPs at the same time, and they would go up on the same days. So like... And I'm just gonna throw some hypotheticals out there. This is not something that is close to being feasible, and it's not something that is currently on the table. But it is an idea that I had. And the idea was... Am I faster? Let's go boom! Kaboom! It was as satisfying as I hoped it would be. Alright. Right. 2 LPs. So let's say... If we were still doing the Pokemon Platinum Souls Lock, one would go up at like 3 o'clock, and then another one would go up at like 7, and that would be a Pokemon Insurgence Egglock, for instance. Just stuff like that, and while the thought did cross my mind as a possibility, I don't think it's feasible with my current schedule, especially not with the summer that's coming up for me. It's looking to be a busy one, folks. But I don't know, maybe double daily uploads somewhere down the line. Maybe. But that could create subscriber burn, so I don't know. But it is a thought that I tossed around. And I think that's just about it. That covers everything that I wanted to bring up. Just to recap, TLDR, in case you skipped to the end. 1. Uploads have been infrequent, and I'm sorry. I haven't been able to get to the computer. It's going to be a few days before things sort themselves out again, and I'm sorry about that. Number 2. The new LP is on its way. I'm trying to think of cool rules that we can use for it, and it should start relatively soon. Probably once all of the nonsense that's currently going on has finished up, as things tend to do. Number 3. Ooh. How am I going to win this one? Sorry. Number 3. Looking to put a bigger focus on Tuesdays and Thursdays where we would have non-Pokemon related content, because people seem to like that, and it could be pretty crazy fun. Or it could not be. You never know. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Mach Punch my Gallade. Take him down so that I can go into Kyurem. We're going to hit you with ice. Please kill. Please kill. Yeah. Bigger emphasis on non-Pokemon related content on Tuesdays and Thursdays, just to give you guys some variety. Trading card game, gonna be back in force, but probably gonna slow down with the pack openings. And I think that's just about everything. Oh, and Ladder Anxiety Season 2. Of course, this will be the finale for Season 1, where we experimented a lot, and we messed up, and I did weird things with characters, but... Hey. Oh, wait. GG. G, please don't leave. GG, smiley face. Alright. Got it in before he left. Anyway. Yeah, so the next time we get to Ladder Anxiety, it'll be Season 2. And that's pretty crazy cool to me. I don't know if it's crazy cool to you, but it's cool to me. And I realized this video was very rambly, but I wanted to get it out there, and I figured if I tried to make it too structured, it would be boring and people wouldn't watch it. Also, I wanted to get a 40th episode of Ladder Anxiety, and I just wanted to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So that's the thought process that I go with when I do things. And if you have enjoyed Ladder Anxiety up to this point, the 40 beautiful episodes we've had so far, then please let me know with a like and a comment down below, and let me know if you're excited for Season 2. Also, let me know some other cool games you're excited for. I mentioned Mega Man, I mentioned Zelda, I mentioned Magic the Gathering, I mentioned Yu-Gi-Oh!, I mentioned Hearthstone, all of which I'm excited for, and I would like to know if there's any that you're excited for, that are feasible. Gary's Mod is on the way, by the way. My friends have just been out of town and super busy like me, so we haven't had time to sit down and do it, but that is coming. So, add that to the list. Jeez. Giving myself a novel to work with here. But anyway, guys, I hope you have enjoyed, and I will see you next time when we return to Pokémon Showdown. Until then, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and have a good one. Bye-bye!
I'm actually shocked that this is the...
You seized the Melodic.
I'm crying.
You can just see the second she sees the Melodic.